First they say we have no games. Then they say we going full third party. Then they say the Xbox is dead. They've been throwing dirt on us for a long time. But one thing that I won't allow them to throw dirt on is them Yams, son. We ain't gonna act like these single player Yams ain't about the business, boy. I done told you, man. I ain't about that framework, but that framework, though, on God and them, we about to get into this. No Diddy, though. No Diddy on this one, but we about to get into this. Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, this is the week after our successful food giveaway, and I will continue to give away food every Friday on our live shows. $100 worth of food every Fridays will be given away, as well as a coin. That's something that's important. I think that people, can benefit from it. It's healthy food. It's delivered straight to your door. You don't got to do anything. Just, pay shipping and handling, I guess. And that's something, a minor fee, probably like $6, something like that. $6 to $10, depending on where you at in the country. But I think that's for the U.S. So I know I got a lot of overseas people. Yo. Now, y'all know how I feel about the Queen Sarah Bond. Shout out to the Queen Sarah Bond. And I want her, her presidential run on the Xbox platform to start off to a good start, and this June show is creeping up, and we had news of her having an announcement in April. And this is April. And we got sort of a minor announcement that came out. And I know it's like we're not finished with April yet. So, from the best of my understanding and all the news that's out there, she's assembling a team. And the team is about, preservation of video games. That's past, present, and future, right? And I know you're like, what, King? So remember when back compatibility was a thing? That was game preservation, right? So when I say past, game preservation of the past. Now they just got a ton of IPs, old and new, from the ABK deal. And they're working out how to structure that stuff, because this is a lot of stuff that's being unpacked and put over to the Xbox platform. And, I got to also explain to a lot of you guys that, y'all got to stop thinking about these port begging ponies. These dudes don't have the flexibility that we have. We have the flexibility to be everywhere and always at the same time. These individuals, they want you to limit your scope of thinking because they're limited in scope and thinking, right? Now, Kong isn't that smart. And we already know that Godzilla is the smartest kaiju that's out there. Even though they showed Kong using tools in this joint right here, right? Well, Godzilla did put that suplex on, oh boy, hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. Kong will die. We will keep the boot on the neck this whole generation. But, watching this and seeing exactly where she's at with all this stuff, past, present, and future game preservation means a lot to a lot of different people. Does my back catalog carry with me as I'm going forward? As licenses change in this digital age, we don't know what works here, what works there, what was once good before. And that's why a lot of games couldn't get back compat finished, because they couldn't get clearance on some stuff. And some stuff definitely got lost in the shuffle. So now, Xbox is on the present, locking down everything in the present, right? And then future-proof and going forward, because like these poor begging ponies will have you believe Xbox is dead. They're not dead. They're just diversified. They've changed their ways. They have expounded outside of the box, where the PlayStation wants you to sit there and wants you to stay in one segmented part in front of the television. And then they might let you play at the PC at some point in time. Xbox tells you day and date you are able to game any way you choose. You know, this is not the same thing. We are not the same animal. We are not the same beast. They game how they allow them to game. We game how we want. You know, back when, you know, these idiots was talking about Hellblade 2 and how it would be 30 frames per second and how the fidelity and this, that, and the third. Well, that's launching day and date in Game Pass. And every platform that houses Game Pass is a platform that is supported by Xbox. So your PC is supported. Your Series X is supported. Your Series S is supported. Your tablet is supported. Your phone is supported. Your cloud is supported. Everything is supported. You have a different way to game. So you have to remove yourself out of that box. If you only have a Samsung television, you got to remove yourself out of that box. Game Pass is the platform. No longer are you beholden to the plastic box. So when dudes call me a console warrior, nah, I'm a Game Pass dude. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. So you really have to look at it that way. And my games is preserved in this ecosystem. So this ecosystem is the ecosystem that I choose. A lot of times individuals want you, and listen, we don't have to agree on the same stuff. Like, I don't like Gears multiplayer. I really don't. But I like Gears campaign. We don't have to always agree just because we're Xbox dudes. We can like different things. But one thing that we can agree on, that we are not these pork begging ponies. We're not them. We're absolutely completely different from them dudes. They are gaming how they're allowed to game. And there's a difference. And y'all need to know that difference. But with this being said, that new hardware is a full steam ahead, is a go. The Queen Sarah Bond is advancing the line on that, and she's locking down the future of Xbox. It's going to be the largest, biggest leap that Xbox has made generational wise in a console hardware space. And if anything is an indicator, you'll be able to play Steam, Epic Store. It's going to be a cornucopia of where you can get it and how you can play it, because Steam has ruled that area for so long. You're able to play PlayStation games, Xbox games out of the Steam store. Now, Microsoft wants to be able to do that, but do it at a different level. Do it as a console space feel. Y'all don't want to bring those games to us, but we will make sure that we have the platform to take your games and do it as we wilt. We're a different beast than y'all. And with the Queen as the president, oh, she see blood in the water. And Matt Booty's the shooter. So you know we'll spin you out of business. And Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, is definitely going to put the beats upon you. And young Satya, young Odin, is bringing the cash flow in. So the cash is definitely there. More studios, more games, more hardware, better AI. The only place to game is the Xbox ecosystem. Leave that PlayStation stuff over there. They're looking tired. They got games this year, or do they got Popeye's biscuits? This next title, or this next topic, is going to talk about a title that I got my eyeball on. I got my eye on you. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Hasn't been this dope since Bayonetta, man. Shout out to Bayonetta, man. Ooh, we gonna get into this topic. Peace and blessings, man. This is a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and same thing for Kwang Tae Kim, the director of Stellar Blade. Now, I told you, I play games to lose myself in the fantasy of the worlds, to be a part of something different, and he wants that as well. He wants the single player game to have a beginning and have an end, to have a nice story, to get to the part where you can see an ending, and that means a lot to a lot of people. Some people don't understand that that's a very particular thing that people look out for. And just to sit down and play a game, you don't have a college course. You're not playing something like, Destiny or The Division or all these games of service. I play Fortnite all the time, and it consumes hours on end, and there's no completion to it. Just another season, another game, another hit, another kill. Well, Hwang Tae Kim, and I hope I'm saying your name right, Hwang Tae Kim San, feels that single player games is definitely what he wants to deliver. And he wants to deliver stylish ones, games that harken back to the past, where characters had attributes that brought the consumer in. And you may get brought in by the graphical fidelity of it, the voluptuousness of it. And same thing, for male characters on certain things. You can't sit here and say the Final Fantasy character guys are hard on the eyes. So let's not do that. But I'm always going to give Microsoft flack for this. And, this may not be popular, but that framework thing I didn't agree with. And I didn't agree with some of the language that was inside of it. Some of the language that was inside of it was anti-freedom, the ability to change. And it's this weird narrative that Western games choose to skew to the non-attractive. I don't think that should be so. I don't think that should be the narrative. I don't think that we should have that type of stigma placed upon us. Stellar Blade wasn't on my radar, but, Stellar Yams is on my radar now. Y'all going to get a chance to see me with some gameplay today. I'm going to play it, and you're going to see it. And no, I do have a capture device. I don't have it hooked up to my PC. I'm not going through all of that. I'm just going to catch it off the television, let you see it, let you talk about it, let you say, oh, sweat, King's playing a PlayStation game. And yeah, it is what it is. But I think games like this need our attention so that games like this don't die. And the rising cost, he talks about the rising cost of games. I thought games would be getting cheaper to make as the development tools became easier, right? From my understanding, I'm not a developer, but from my understanding, the Unreal 5 engine, Unreal 4 engine was like Lego blocks, and you put it together. Sure, you had the right code and you had the right AI algorithms for the NPCs that's in the world and those things, but I thought it was like an easier burden lifted from the developer. And obviously this is not the case. I don't know what's going on, but the rising cost is affecting everyone, and soon you will have to have some component in there to generate and regurgitate cash, because it's becoming too costly. You see, Hellblade 2 is a digital release, is 8 hours, a movie type of experience. Is that the future of where single player is going? But if it is, I don't want it to go the future of Western games don't have attractive females, males. I want the ability for expression to do so, because I think every medium has that ability, right? Movies have that ability. Music has that ability. Why is our medium being hamstrung by the construct that is put around them by individuals that feel that they can dictate how we should view our games? I don't think so. I think if the developer chooses to make whatever they want to make, we should be able to support their vision. And I'm just honestly saying that from me, I love Bayonetta. I love volleyball. I love what is it? Not Fighting Streets. Fatal Fury. I loved all these games. Japanese animation games. These games tend to have exaggerated characters. Is that creativity trying to be snuffed out to feed some weird agenda? Don't ever forget, video games were made off of the backs of young boys. And not saying that young girls didn't play. Yes, my sister played. Yes, my cousin played. I sat them down. I introduced them to video games. Not saying that the market isn't available for the young girl. Yes. But just like the young man looks up and sees a character like Ryu and wants to be strong and muscular like Ryu, doesn't the young girl wants to grow up to be a statuesque model type character in her life? Doesn't she have goals and aspirations and something to look forward to and look up to? Yeah, so we look at these characters and we envision ourselves in them. We see them as that. So that framework stuff that Microsoft was talking about, I didn't like the language in it. I don't care. You know, this may not be popular, and I know it is. A lot of things that I say isn't popular, and a lot of it is not for everybody. But I told y'all before, go out and get Stellar Blade. Go out, play the demo. I'm going to play the demo right now. I'm going to order the game. And, I'm going to get it digitally. And if I can get a physical copy, I'm going to get a physical copy because, I don't trust PlayStation at all with any information, any of my stuff. But this is the part in the video where I'm gonna ask you to like, follow, and subscribe. And I'm gonna take this logo and I'm gonna throw it around that new Xbox coming that the Queen Sarah Bond is bringing in, and she's future proofing it, because that's letting us know that Xbox is here for the full ride. Pause. No Diddy. Try to play the Game Pass.
Transmitting final briefing. As of now, Airborne Squad 7 will exterminate the Alpha Nativis occupying District 3. Their objective is the capture or dispatchment of the Elder Nativi. Pods entering atmosphere. 1 minute until threshold is reached. Threshold is sensor path. Activating shield.
Take my hand. That was close. Come here. Careful with your jump. Watch out! It's an unmissing Nativo. I'll handle this one. One to be point in sight. This way! Watch out for Garner's interception. Don't stop! Keep using me! Go. Is that an Alpha Nativo? Let's join them. We're the only two left.